Hey guys, it's Di from BeingMommywithStyle, and today I wanted to do a vlog talking all about the new 2.0 Magic Bands from Walt Disney World. And these are the Magic Bands that you receive when you have a stay at Walt Disney World, either a room only or a package where you book park tickets. And these bands keep all of your information on them. They're RFID, so it pings the band and it's your room key. It has your tickets on there, has your fast passes on there. It really is kind of like your kind of key to everything around Walt Disney World. So we are going in February of 2017, and we just got the new Generation 2 bands, and we're going to kind of try them on today and show you the differences. So when we went in November, we did get the old bands, and I've started a Magic Band garland, which is going to grow exponentially after this trip because we are staying at 3 different resorts, which means 3 different sets of Magic Bands, and they're all tied to your My Disney Experience account. So what I did was I got different colors so we could basically match our Magic Bands to our outfits, and that way we will all have different colors. And so typically you can see what colors we generally go with are purple and blue. The purple tone and the blue tone, there are the same like colors as far as the old ones go, and size wise they are a little bit different and they have some different features, so let's check them out. And I also have an old box here from the old Magic Bands. I keep everything. I'm like a pack rat for stuff like this because it's like a memento, but I have the box so I can compare the box to the new one as well. So here is what the box for the new Magic Bands looks like. I like the interior and the picture. It says let your vacation fun begin, Magic Band, and then it has Walt Disney World down here. All the bands were on this kind of cardboard card, and it had our names next to the bands, so I like that personalization. For this trip I picked purple, Dan picked blue, Natalie picked yellow, so they know she's coming, and also Isabella picked blue to match Daddy. And then we all picked different colors for each resort. The other resorts aren't here yet. This is just our first set. So I figured I'd go ahead and make this video and compare it to our old ones. So you can kind of see the blue next to the blue, it's the same color, and the purple next to the purple is the same color. And this is the first yellow one I think that we've had. And the boxes are different, so the Incredibles packaging is gone. They're not using that anymore. You can see it's a little bit different because I had to lift that off. This is a little bit less packaging, so I guess it's like more environmentally friendly. And with these, if you had a package that came with the luggage tags would be down in the bottom, and it's got some information that was here on this card. For the new boxes, you lift this up over here, and then it has a Magic Band little information card here that shows you all of the information. It tells you how to use it. It talks a little bit about the radio frequency technology that they use, and just what they are used for, that it's all in one device to enter Walt Disney World theme parks, access your Fast Pass, connect to PhotoPass services, enter your Walt Disney World Resort hotel room, and make purchases, which is a thing I didn't mention in the beginning, which I find that super handy. I really like that in the November trip, just to be able to swipe my Magic Band and go. So the functionality is the same on these, but they do have some different features. So as everyone I think knows from the pictures, they are a little bit wider across. My husband said he actually liked that because it just seemed more like a watch as far as this little puck goes. So you can see like one next to the other, and I'll have the kids try them on too, so you can see them on the kids to see the difference. So there are my 2 purple ones side by side, and you can see the Mickey looks pretty much the same. Now this puck in the center of the new ones, it comes out, so we're going to try that with a screwdriver, but you can see that it's the same where you can take the gray part off and make it smaller for kids, and it's just a bit wider on the face. It does feel a little bit more like a watch, whereas the old version felt more like a bracelet. However, I still think that this is going to be easy enough to like scan Mickey to Mickey, you know, and easy enough to wear. I did have a couple people ask, am I planning on using it as a necklace, or am I planning on using it as a bracelet? I think everyone else in my family is planning on using it as a bracelet. Now we did talk about what the best option for the kids would be. And although they do wear pin trading lanyards sometimes in the park, we end up throughout the day taking those off, and a lot of times they even take their magic bands off and I just stick them in my purse. But I felt like it would be easier for me to keep track of their magic bands if they take them off, as opposed to putting this in a necklace or something. And so we felt like they would keep the bands on more. Now we'll see. I'll let you know after this trip how it goes. I will probably test it out at least one day, what it's like having the puck out of it and wearing it, and I'll show you what I'm planning on doing. I don't know that they have any like actual necklaces out yet. They may by the time we're at Disney World. But what I'm planning on doing is putting it in a zippered pouch that clips onto my pin trading little deal, and then just carrying around in that. I have to admit, I like just having it on my wrist though. I mean, that really is easiest. To me, it seems like anyways. But I like that they, you know, have taken into account like that other people have other preferences. So I'm going to go get a mini screwdriver because that's how you have to get the little puck out of the center. So here's what the magic band looks like close up, and we're going to try to take this little puck out. If I can get a screwdriver that fits it, you can see that there's a little Mickey down here on this side and then a Mickey here on this little center area that pops out. And then it has your magic band number here as well. And then I'm not going to pop it off on this one, but if you want to make it smaller for a child, you can pop the gray part off just like the old style magic bands, and that's what we'll do for the girls. So I actually had two smaller screwdrivers around the house, and I tried both of these and they did not work to fit the screws here on the back. These screws are really super tiny. So what I ended up having to do is I went to Walmart and got this sunglasses or glasses kit in the glasses area at Walmart, and I luckily had a couple pairs of sunglasses that needed repair anyways, and this came with two screwdrivers, so I'm hoping that one of these screwdrivers will fit, otherwise I'm not going to be able to pop this out. So I'm going to open up this sunglass repair kit or eyeglasses repair kit, and we're going to see if these screwdrivers work with the magic band. So I have now tried 3 different magic bands and 3 different screwdrivers, and I'm not having great luck here. So we apparently will not be sharing the functionality of the puck popping out. I would tell you one thing. I don't think this is something I would try to do on the go, because if you lost one of these little screws, you would be up a creek, something serious. So I definitely think after my experience today, I would not be trying to pop these out on the go. And I'm really not even super enthused about trying to even get it apart at this point. If my husband is not here right now, so maybe when he's home, I'll have him try to get it out of there, but I am just having no luck. I mean, I can't even get the screws to move. Granted, I am not the best person with a screwdriver, but I'm not even getting them to budge. So this has ended up being a fail for me. So sorry, but this is the new magic band. I think based on my experiences within the past 5 minutes, I'm just going to be wearing it as a band. You can, if you can get these screws unscrewed, pop this plate off and this whole Mickey will pop out and you can wear that as a necklace, but I don't even want to mess with it, to be honest. It's just, I don't know. I'm sure if you have a screwdriver that fits it, it's probably a little bit less of a pain, but I can't even get any of these screwdrivers to even fit in the screw. I mean, even the eyeglass screwdriver is too big for this screw, so I don't know what size screwdriver you need, but I'm thinking that we don't have one that is small enough. This one is Natalie's band, and hopefully one thing I can show you today is making the band smaller for kids. It's got the same gray piece here that you can pop off like the other magic bands. It looks like it hopefully is a little bit easier and should come off a little bit cleaner than the old style magic bands, but we're going to try it with Natalie's and make her smaller. So it just has an arrow here that you lift this center part up, and then this whole gray part can be disposed of. So there's an arrow right there. We're just going to press this out, and it looks like it hopefully should be a little bit easier. It's still not like super easy. Oh yeah, okay, so it's a little bit of a jagged edge, but that's definitely easier than it was with the other style. So you want to make sure it's on one of your bands that you want to be shorter, not one of the ones that, you know, is used by an adult that maybe needs the extra length. But for kids, or if you have a small wrist, it's nice that there's this functionality that you can just take this is definitely easier. Just take this gray right off the edges, and then that makes it a smaller magic band. And then it's totally yellow, and it still closes just the same. It closes in on itself. And then that will be Natalie's magic band. So I'm going to have the kids try on their magic bands, and we'll compare them to the old ones so you guys can see a comparison of the new style versus the old style on kids. Isabella has volunteered to go first, and she picked blue on both of the past 2 trips. You can see that the old style we already made shorter, so I'm going to have her try on her band. So this is Isabella, and she is 6.5. She's going to be 6.5 on this trip. And this is the new style magic band on her hand. We haven't taken the gray off of this yet, but this is what it looks like on her hand, the new style. And then here she's got the old style over here on this. So can you put them side by side? There you go. So we can see what those look like. So there is the new versus the old, and I'm going to pop her gray part off real quick too, because she's definitely going to need it. I just wanted to double check to make sure, but she's definitely, you know, 6.5. It was about the 3rd or 4th hole in. All right, she's going to take the gray off. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope it was hers and not my husband's. All right, so she took the gray off. There you go.
Yucky gray.
Yucky gray. All right, let's put that on your hand and see what it looks like without the gray.
Yucky gray.
And now you have a pretty blue band.
Blue.
Is blue your favorite color?
My favorite color.
It matches your outfit right now perfectly too, by the way. Here, I gotta help her get it close. So there it is with the gray off of it, and she's at about the, turn your hand over there, the 4th one in on the blue part, so I think she's gonna have that for quite some time. So there they are next to each other, so you can see that it looks quite a bit whiter on a child than it does on an adult. I think it's gonna make more of a difference on them. But after my experience trying to pop out the puck, I don't even think I'm going to deal with trying to get necklaces or anything. So it is a little bit bigger on a child, but do they feel any different to you, Isabella? How do they feel?
Can I tell those guys the differences and wonder?
Sure, tell me the differences. What are the differences to you?
This thing has a circle around the Mickey, and this thing doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's kind of rubbery, and this thing is kind of sleek and so
that's true. It feels different. That's a good point.
And I think I'm gonna have blue on every Disney trip, and that's the color of my magic bands.
That's always going to be the color of your magic bands.
Blue.
So Natalie is here now to try on her band, and Natalie is 5. She's a small size 5. And here is what her old princess band looks like on that hand. We're going to try on her new yellow band and try that on her. Here's what her new yellow band looks like. So what do you think, Natalie? Can we see a comparison here of the new versus the old? So there is the old style next to the new style on Natalie. And Natalie, what do you think about the difference? How does it feel? Does it feel about the same, or?
Bad and good.
A bad and good. I'm not sure it's really a bad and good type of thing, but you like the new one? It's kind of like wearing a watch.
Yeah.
Can you hold it up and show me the new one? Ta-da! It's like a watch for kids.
Here's the other one.
Yeah, and that's your other one. And I do think that our old magic bands do still work, like they're connected to our accounts, but I think that they'll start phasing them out here as they start issuing these new ones. As I think what my husband said is like the RFID technology has gotten better recently, so these probably are stronger and they can get a signal further distances and everything. Yes. That's it for a look at our magic bands, the generation 2.0, the next generation of magic bands, and I'm excited to try these out on our upcoming trip. Sorry I wasn't able to show you the functionality of the little puck popping out, but to be honest, I don't really think that that functionality is something that our family is going to be interested in using a lot. I will have my husband look at them whenever he gets a chance when he's home and see if he can get that plate off the back, get the screws out of there. But if it's not something that we have a screwdriver that fits, I don't really know that we're planning on using that functionality anyways, other than just trying it out to let you know what we think. I just see our family like losing this, like losing the puck and then it's lost. I see that just seems like us. So I think we'll probably mainly wear them as bracelets on our upcoming trip. But hopefully you guys enjoyed checking them out. We are getting some other colors, so I'll try to share the other colors in some day in the life videos. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.